Hi. It's your old. Look at this. Look at this. I missed a whole spot. Yeah, I gave back into pink. I always like me in pink. Pretty pink. And I think it makes me look younger. I really did try with the silver, and I probably, once the pandemic's over, I'll go back to it where like somebody else can do it, not me, because I definitely do not have the skills. Because going back to pink should have been easy. It wasn't. I almost bleached it like white because I've been watching Di Atwood videos. But I don't know. And then COVID's everywhere. It's just, this state, this country is a fucking mess. Do you see what a mess we're in like anymore? I didn't think it could get worse, but it is. I heard, okay, so I read and heard that Dallas airport was closed last night. I have no idea why, and Houston. And then I heard that in LA, one of their major hospitals ran out of propofol, the stuff that keeps you asleep, like while you're in a coma. So all that being said, holy shit, that doesn't sound good. But they don't have any ICU beds left, a lot of places. So I just want everybody I love to stay safe. That's all I care about. I think Jeb's working tonight, and he's a bartender, and he said he's living down in Rehoboth now, and he said that down in Rehoboth, this is still all wet, but down in Rehoboth, ADHD, down in Rehoboth, like there's no, like if you wanted to go out, there's no reservations left. People are insane. They've lost their fucking mind, I'm telling you. I did have an amazingly good out-of-body experience that included me seeing my friend Nikki from a long time ago, who's been passed away for quite a while now. But he was, I saw pictures of him like right before he died, and he did not look like the man that I knew. But of course, as it does, when you run into people on the other side that are, they usually look when they look their best, and he looked beautiful, like he looked great. So I sat and talked with him for a long time, mostly about, he had found like a dog of his mother's, and at one point I had one of his mom's dogs when I went cross country. Long story, not gonna tell, but yeah, I was way too young, and I had a Great Dane German Shepherd with me named Puka, but I don't think it was Puka. But he said he found one of his mom's dogs, and he's been hanging around with that dog, her, so Puka was a boy. And then just like a bunch of really random thoughts and kind of messages for me, but he was just the same. He was full of like, he knew about COVID. He asked me about how's everybody doing, and I said, are you talking about Barb and them? Because I know his wife was Barbara, his kids were, anyway, he had a bunch of kids. Okay, so ADHD. So I sat with him in the woods, which was like something we did anyway. It was he was in his element. It was sunny. It was warm. He was talking about his mom's dog. He asked me how everybody was. He didn't say on the other side, but I knew what he meant. And I had gotten in touch with, we had the kind of friendship where you lost each other for like a couple of years, and then all of a sudden you find each other. So after I got divorced, I kind of lost him. And then he was in Media, Pennsylvania, and I went over there for like an afternoon or two, and then I really didn't see him much, and they had moved, so But I had talked to his kid not that long ago, and I knew everybody was okay. So I told him, oh yeah, everybody's fine. And they're all good. And I've gotten to meet some of them online, and I told him how lovely they were, because they really are. And I told him his one little girl looks exactly like him. His son looks exactly like him. And it's really amazing. I didn't get the pictures of the other little girl. But anyway, so we sat and talked for a really long time. And then another guy walked in who Nikki said, remember him? And I'm looking at him and his face is familiar. And he didn't say his name. And I can't tell you what his name is. But it wasn't like... I definitely knew I knew him, but I didn't know from where. Like, it's somewhere in our history, Nikki and my history, this guy must have been on the other side, because I don't think he was visiting. He was definitely, like, been around Nikki a lot. And so they sat down, and he was working on something in his hands, and Nikki used to do that a lot. He would dig up old dump sites, like old, like 150-year-old dump sites. And he would have all these bottles and guns, and he had all this way to take them to their original state. Like, he had acids you put them in and stuff like that. It's just really, really cool. And I don't know where all that stuff, I guess Barbara took all that stuff. I mean, it was like he had boxes and boxes of it at one point. Really cool stuff. So, anyway, long story short, it was probably like a half hour that I was over there, which is a lot sometimes, like, unless you're, and I wasn't, like, moving pieces. Like, a lot of times I'll get over there and then I'll morph into something else and then something else, and, like, things can move very quickly. And that's not what it was like. It was like a visit, and it was a really great visit. So I honestly have been alone again for 10 days in my house, gone nowhere, no reason other than I ordered my hair dye online from Target. For some reason my hair right now wants to have electricity in it, and I ordered that there. I went out and got a bunch of keto food, which I'm afraid that's why my stomach's hurting. Which I hope not, because I really want to diet. And less calories don't work for me, but any kind of Atkins or ketos always have. But I'm starting to not feel well, and it's like day 2, so I'm like, fuck. So I hope it just gets over the hump and I'm alright, because I bought all this food that I normally don't eat. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I want to go back to school. I did like these parenting classes for foster care, and then the pandemic got more scary, and so I can't see myself doing foster care under the umbrella of the pandemic, because if they brought it home, just with my health, I don't believe I'd do okay. I mean, I might, but I don't know. I don't know enough to bet on it, because I wouldn't bet that way. I would bet the other way, and I don't want to feel that way. So anyway, so I did all the work and passed all the class, and I haven't done the background check yet or anything like that, because until I get a shot, and I am getting a shot. I mean, anybody who doesn't, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, come on. Like, like, do you really believe this QAnon bullshit that they're trying to, like, track you? They can track you. You have a cell phone. Every single one of you sits on fucking Parlor on your cell phone. Hold on. On your cell phone, and they track you right there. How many of you got Alexa in your house? I do. Wolf was like that. Wolf got really mad at me once. He left because I had Alexa in my house. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You have a cell phone. What's the difference? Nothing. If they want to listen, I went over to the Alexa and went, bam, ba, ba, bam, bam. I'm getting a bomb. I'm doing a bomb. He got mad at me. Anywho.
Follow the road for 6 miles.
Well, gee, thanks. I didn't even want to go out today, but I ordered...
Follow the road for 3.5
okay,
miles.
Really? I ordered Cozy's meds, and she only has one left, and on the one, she has like 4 on one and 1 on one, which I never understand because it's the same amount for the same day. I don't know. I must have screwed something up at some point. But anyway, so I just have to go get them. I can't leave her like that. And then I'm going to stop and get her Pepsid because she takes Pepsid every day. And I don't have it, so. Baby. Crazy. Okay, so anyway, yes, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been up to. How about you guys? What have you been doing? I've tried to do some spell work, but I feel like my head's in the wrong space for it. I really wanted to do a prosperity one, and I like, it's so hard when you feel like shit, and like it's hard to want anything that you can really have. So it's been rough. It's been rough because I'm alone, and I'm alone because I have to be, because it's just kind of not safe for me not to be alone. So it's just fucking hard. And anybody else who's out there that's alone, girl, guy, I get it. Like, I'm with you. Like, I thought like Christmas days were hard since Jeff. Things like that. Like, usually because we celebrate Christmas Eve at my house, and then everybody leaves by 1 o'clock on Christmas Day, which I want them to. They have other families and places to go. It's not like I begrudge anybody that, but then you're just there with your thoughts. And thoughts suck. So anyway, so I've made a couple little things on TikTok, and I haven't even really posted Instagram, and that's the easiest. I was posting movies because I was just laying around watching movies all day long, which also sucks that you just lay around like this. Like I've tried a couple little exercising videos, but most of the time I just lie there and go, why? And I just hurt more. So I don't know, guys. I am a bad example of what's not. I'm a good example of what not to do during quarantine. How's that? Because I know everybody took up cooking. That just makes me fatter. Everybody's baking bread. I'm like, I try not to eat bread. And then I did watch Tiger King. I've watched quite a few series, some of which I don't even remember. So it's almost like mind-numbing. My favorite series in the last few years have been OA, and they canceled that. I also liked, what was that called? Sense 8? Was it Sense 8? Sense 6? Sense 8? Sense 6, maybe? I don't remember the number. But that was good. And they canceled that one, and then everybody threw such a fit. They had like a 2-hour one to finish it up. When I have something good to tell you, I guarantee I'll be on here. I mean, I'm alive. That's good. Let's just start there. Trump is almost out of office.
Street, bear right.
2 really good things. I have to do laundry. My washer's broken, so I keep having to go to the laundromat. And now I haven't done it in like 2 weeks, and it's like humongous. I just want to go through it and throw out shit I don't use, and then wash the rest. It's kind of where my head's at. Because I just don't care right now, and I want to care, but I don't care. And oh, music. So anyway, so it does give me time to go on like adventures. Go to my left. I might as well, because I don't have the money, so I'm gonna go through the easy path. just because it's gonna say check your thing, but my thing is empty. Fuck. I could put something on it right now too. That sucks. All right. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, music. But I do love one thing I like to do, and I don't know if anybody.
There left.
I don't know if anybody else does it, but if you're bored and like there's just no more videos you can watch, no more vlogs, no more this that. One of the cool things to do is look for popular music in different countries. And I'm telling you what, I've been listening to some cool music from like Iceland and Greenland and New Zealand, and then they have weird mixes. If you put in, and you know who was doing the mixes? I wasn't doing the mixes. I was just going in looking at strange areas and seeing if there was music I really liked, and there was. Like, I love the Nordic music because it's very folk-like, and I like folky music, and it's some of it's in English, some of it's not.
To the right.
It just depends on the band, but I like that is something I found that I like, so I'll go into YouTube and just search that, like, and see if it's something that sounds good to me. And then somebody said do Scotland, so I did Scotland the other day, and I found a band I like there. I don't even know their names, I just save them on my YouTube. But anyway, but you can do that. Just put wherever you'd like to visit.
Exit on the right. Enter State Route 896.
Okay, hold on. You can put, like, if you like Irish things, put in Irish music. And they have like bands, new bands, old music. I love some of the old Scottish music.
Exit to the right.
If you've never heard of her, her name is Nanny Dread. That might be it. Nanny Dread, Natty Dread, Nettie Dread, something like that. Oh my God, she has one of the most beautiful.
1,000 feet, they're right.
She has one of the most beautiful voices I ever heard. I think it's Nanny Dread. But anyway, so there's a bunch of like crazy kind of artists that you will never hear.
Street, they're right.
I know. You will never hear on American like radio or anything. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cool. And that's some of the nonsense I've been doing to feel my head. So I think I need to go back to school for something. So, and you're probably think it's crazy what I think I want to go back to school for. But I think I want to get bar mitzvah. I don't even know which is right, to be honest. One of them.
Prepare to turn left.
Because I never was. And you can do it online now. And I would love to do that. I would love to have that. Even though
in 1,000
I'm
feet,
old.
turn left.
But why not? So I looked it up the other day, and I guess I have to find the right
the next street,
place.
Turn left.
Because some of them are like, I just want to make sure they're reputable, you know, like not just anybody, because you have to sing. And so, yeah. So I want to do that. I'm Jewish. I know you say, no, you're not, you're a witch. Okay, well, you can be a witch and be Jewish. You can be Christian and be a witch. You can be a witch and be whatever you want. Because for me, being a witch, I'm more of a natural witch, like using the stuff out of nature. So, you know, that's my bag. You can have whatever bag you like. There's no rules to witchcraft, guys. That's the cool shit. No rules to spirituality either. You can be hugely spiritual, but there are rules to religion. And I'm Jewish, and I have never gone through that rite of passage, and I might want to. Why not? I have time. That's all I got is time. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go on your merry way, and I'm gonna try and get to this place. It's this backwater pharmacy. It's called a compound pharmacy, and I have to go to this backwater pharmacy to get Cozy's medicines on New Year's Eve day. Yay! And by the way, one of the biggest blessings in my life, and I'm going to give it up to my God, my higher power, is that Cozy's here. And I asked for that. I said, please don't take Cozy. I don't think I could handle it. And so far, man, I hate to even say it, but so far so good. And all credit goes to that who is high up and not me. So I'm so grateful.